Hey guys, this is Shade with a Maelstrom reverse deck profile, actually. Haven't actually liked Aqua Force really since, or really liked it since I made my Transcore Glory Maelstrom deck, which is still pretty fun. But, reverses, it caught my attention a bit, I guess, so, I decided to make one. Oh, I was asked to, but yes. For starters, I used this Blue Storm Cadet Marios. Oh shit, I should probably zoom in or something. There, maybe. Okay. Blue Storm Cadet Marios, and this is, if it's the third battle or more, and you have an Aqua Force Vanguard, you can look at the top 5 for a Maelstrom card. All of your grade 3s will be Maelstrom in this deck, so that should not be that difficult. Alright, I'll move that there. Oh, zoom out. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it zoomed out. I'm an idiot. Okay. And let's get in the triggers. Alright, for triggers I run Rainbow. All 4. 4 of each. Currently I'm using all the Blue Storm triggers, though you actually don't need it. The only one you need Archetype Counterblast for will be this card. I'll explain it later. Yeah. So, you don't necessarily need all Blue Storm, but to get that one card's effect, you do. And the chances of you not, getting all not Blue Storm in the damage is pretty low. You'll normally have at least one, so. Like I said, my trigger lineup's all 4 of each. I have been considering changing this. I obviously would keep the heals, and this is what we'd look at. The other combinations you can do is in mixing the numbers, but you could also do 8 crit, 4 stand. Since Aqua Force, you do have draw advantage in this deck from the reverse Maelstrom. It's not that much, but yeah. I probably will end up replacing these draw triggers with the Margol clone. That's the one where you put it on the field, put it in Soul, and plus 3,000 to one of your rear guards, or one of your cards. I'm probably going to end up keeping the draw, even though I just said you can go offensive. It is a possibility, but personally I'm not going to do it. And right now I have this. If you did replace the crits, I would personally go with the one that unflips damage when you put it in Soul. So, yeah. I'm probably going to end up doing 3 crit, 5 stand at the end. I really like these odd numbers because if someone realizes you're running rainbow triggers and they see you've used 4, they're like, oh, he doesn't have any stands anymore. Bam! I got 5 stands, bitch, so, yeah. And I've noticed I like stand a lot more because later on they're going to be blocking your Maelstrom reverse anyway because it has 2 crit. So ideally you want to just stand something else, get another attack, burn more cards on the other end. Let's get into grade 1s. I run the 10k attacker for Maelstrom, or Blue Storm rather. Wheel Assault, 4 perfects, and 2 of these jellyfish guys. The 10k attacker is pretty self-explanatory. You need to actually hit relatively decent numbers in this deck, and, well, against Cross Ride, you're probably not going to hit good numbers at all. I'm just going to throw that out right now, but you can try, I guess. When someone's cross-ridden, it's a lot harder for this deck to do well, but you can still do Maelstrom Reverse and slowly kill them, so you don't guarantee yourself lose, but in my opinion, cross-ride makes Aqua Force decks that require a lot of attacks difficult because they're already low numbers, so. But yeah, 10k attacker, not really going to explain that one. You guys should know. Perfects, I'm running no Quintet walls right now. I feel like I'm using way too many Counterblast, so I'm running, if I did, I'd run 1 Quintet wall. And that's probably every deck I make. I'm probably never going to run more than 1, but if I do. But I'm just going to run 4 of these. Standard. Don't really need Quintet Wall. Don't have enough Counterblast for it. You do have draw advantage, like I said earlier, with Maelstrom Reverse and these draw triggers. That's perfect fodder for these. You're good. Next grade 1 is Wheel Assault. I actually consider Wheel Assault probably one of the best Aqua Force grade 1s in terms of how Aqua Force works. you need multiple attacks, so yeah. This will, well, multiple attacks, and this one makes it so if someone messes up your columns or you need to make something able to boost when it stands, this is pretty good. Yeah, and, you know, like I said, when Kagero and Narukami, it's pretty good fixing up columns. And he's 7k, yay. Another thing I forgot to mention, most decks I'll probably never run stand triggers, but I feel like Aqua Force has a place for them. Yeah, that's probably one of the only clans I'd consider it in, and except for my stand dote way back when, so that was way back when. And the last two grade 1s, I have the Swim Patrol Jellyfish Soldier, and this is a new one also. It's a clone of other clans that have the same thing. It's a Soul Blast 2 when it appears on rear guard, or when it's placed on rear guard, you can unflip 2 when you Soul Blast. So it's an unflipper, like I said earlier. You do use a lot of counter blast, so it's pretty good. I was playing around with the Penguin Soldier guy, that Soul Blast 2 draw one. I felt when I was actually playing, I actually ran out of counter blast, so it didn't matter. Like, I still won, but the last few I just won because earlier in the game you know, like the last few turns I already knew I was going to win because earlier in the game I destroyed his field with Maelstrom Reverse. So with this, you can just keep up the pressure and guarantee your win even further. Yay! Other alternatives are the Deck Sweeper, since you are running Maelstroms, and that Penguin, like I said. I mean, there's other guys you can even run Theo for if you cross-ride 21 columns, but those are just some alternatives I figured I'd tell you guys. For grade 2s, I have the... No, I'll just put them down first. Okay. This one is the one with the archetype Counterblast. It's the Blue Storm Marine General Spyros. It's Counterblast 1 at the end of the battle that's attacked if you have a grade 3 or more Vanguard, that's Aqua Force, and it's the first or second battle, you can Counterblast a Blue Storm and stand it. It stands with the same attack. Well, all I'm saying that some, like this one, stands with -5. It stands with the same attack, so you can hit a rear guard or something, and you get the 4th attack, so it's pretty good. Normally, I'd attack with a boost, and then stand it and maybe attack a Vanguard, or switch columns with the Tidal Assault guy. Where is he? Or Wheel Assault, rather. I'd switch columns with Wheel Assault, so he has another booster. Or she. I don't know if it's a he or she, but you can get 2 boosts with that. Or you can just attack a rear guard, what I've been doing. Yeah. I guess that's all to explain. You do need 4 attacks with the Maelstrom cards, other than Glory, which I'll explain later. Next one I run is Tidal Assault. He is the grade 2 Benedict, basically. Benedict was a grade 3 version. Yeah. This is grade 2. No cost, really. But like I said earlier, you're not going to have that many strong attacks with this deck if you're fighting Cross-Ride. Normally you can pull off a 16k column easily, but against 18, without this guy right here, you're not pulling off a good column. So, but yeah, this guy and this girl, or guy, whatever, are the only things you can do, I guess, without Tidal Assault to... or Wheel Assault, rather, to get 4 attacks in. So, normally my columns consist of something like one of these guys, Vanguard, and this guy. So, sometimes I don't even need to use Wheel Assault, but yeah, it's good to have options. Oh shit, I shake the table. Alright, shit, there. And the last one is the 12k attacker. This one's just if you have a Blue Storm, pretty self-explanatory, so, if you aren't playing a Cross-Ride and you have the Jellyfish, the only thing I'd ever put it behind is this guy. Unless you know you're gonna hit shitty numbers anyway, then you can put it wherever you want. But yeah, if you're going to actually hit 16 columns, putting it behind this guy, 17, so, as opposed to 14 on the other sides. Alright, I guess grade 3s. This is a reverse Maelstrom deck, but most pre-Legion decks I will be always teching in a Glory Maelstrom. His Limit Break 5 finisher is just way too amazing not to tech in. And this is super old card, so I guess I'll explain it. This is the Cross Ride for Maelstrom. Actually, both of them are, but his effect is Limit Break 5. When this attacks the Vanguard, you can Counterblast 1. It gets an instant plus 5,000, and your opponents can't call grade 1s or greater, meaning they cannot perfect guard. So if you notice they've perfected early, like they've used 2 or 3, then I'd play this card and try to kill them, because ideally they are running 4 perfect guards, but the chances they'll see all 4, unless they have a heavily drawing capability deck, they're probably only going to see 1 or 2 to 3 a game. And yeah, I mean, you can think of yourself when you play Vanguard, you'll probably lose or win before you see all your perfects. You'll probably see half of them, so yeah. I mean, that's just a good guess when to ride this card. Yeah. But they can intercept, so remember that. Next one is this Maelstrom card. I think Maelstrom was good when it came out, and it sucks now, but that's just my opinion. Or, it sucks compared to what is out. Its effect is, when it attacks a Vanguard, if it's a 4 for more battle, and you can do that with the grade 2s and Wheel Assault, so should not be a problem unless you're playing a Link Joker or Narukami, any retire deck, you know, Kagero. Okafor really falls off against those decks, but yeah. Those are really difficult to beat compared to everything else, but this one is, yeah, if it's the 4th battle, if it hits, you can kill something and draw a card, so you keep your advantage if you hit. Yeah, I only run 3 because this is a mainly reverse Maelstrom deck, and he's a lot better, so. And I needed a tech and a Glory just because my preference, I really like it. The ace of the deck, well, the main ace rather. This is another cross ride to the Maelstrom right there. This is, you can Counterblast 1, and it does not have to be Blue Storm. Choose one of your rear guards and rest it, and then lock it. So I'm pretty sure you can't boost. I've been playing like you can't boost anyway, so. If you're cross-rin, you're going to hit numbers. If you're not, you're going to hit numbers because you do get plus 5,000 and 1 crit. So, at the least, when it's the 4th attack, you're 16k with 1 or 2 critical because you have a base critical. And if it doesn't hit, then you get the normal Maelstrom's effect of you can kill something and draw. So, basically, this card, there is no downfall other than you have to get 4 attacks. Because if you hit, you deal 2 damage, and if you don't hit, you kill something and draw. It is positive for you forever, but yeah. I've played this deck quite a few times. Haven't actually filmed any yet, but probably will do soon. It is really fun. I highly suggest you guys try it if you have a credit card to pay for it. And,